else? Music. Talk about the ebb and flow of the earthly plane. Self will run riot, and this is what we get when people don't control themselves. This is what we get. They got demons. Yeah, the whole world's run by people that are puppets by wicked entities. They could get rid of them, they just choose to keep them. It's more fun, you know. Go to the show. Go to the car show. Go do useful things. It's what my demons will have me do. Nah, nah, nah. Lots of people are really sad about this Oliver Tree kid. I didn't even know who he was until after he died. He's been around 10 years. You know why? Because I've been too busy trying to keep us from being homeless. That's why I didn't know who he was. Sorry. I got him. Looking for my coffee. Hi, Luna. Every day I don't gotta go to work and deal with people. It's a good day for me. Hi, welcome to my tiny toot. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like to have these little talks on how I feel about things. You're going to hear Mom in the background. She's pretty chatty today, so I'll be engaging here and then she'll be engaging from there. Blue and red, that's her favorite thing that she says. Yeah, I've been going down pop culture. Hey, what's up? Welcome. Popular culture in America, and this kid, Oliver Tree, died. I'm old enough to be the kid's mom. I love music though. I love artists. I saw my friend today. I haven't seen him in months. I didn't know. I told him, I said, dude, I didn't know if you something happened to you and you weren't even on this earthly plane no more, man. And he's a stone carver here in Taos. He does beautiful work. One day when me and Mom find our forever home, we will sit together and we will carve stone. Yeah. I won't give it to galleries though, where they can take their 25% or whatever. I love to draw. I love it. When I was a kid, I just been so busy taking care of Mom and stuff that I haven't been able to do art a lot. But this is some of the stuff I did back in 1989. I did that in 1989. Let's see if I can. Mom, you can sit down. You don't have to stand up. I did that in 1980. I was 15 years old. I took an art class in high school. And then here's another one. This guy's doing a slow crawl. This eagle is doing a slow crawl. And then that's kind of cool. And then I like to do abstract shit too. I like to do stuff like this. It's like, this is how I see the no play space, the information highway. And then I did this one some years back. This kind of reminds me of New Mexico, and then I ended up here. And then we found out we moved back where Mom was born. Life is a trip when you're not just born and raised. And then I got these eagles. If anybody's there, I'll show them these eagles. So I painted those when I was a kid, and then later I was in the Air Force to go to college, and then I got these eagles. I collect eagles. See, because this isn't like a participation award. This is freaking 55th Maintenance Squadron Airmen of the Quarter, off at Air Force Base, Nebraska. So don't worry if they say you're autistic and they call you retarded. It don't matter. You can still do shit that fucking neurotypical people can't do. So fuck them. I'm okay with being retarded because I collect shit, you know, and I was on Crete. I collect truth. That's the most important thing. And I was on Crete when we bombed Iraq for no reason. And I've been talking about what a fucking big fat liar Americans have been ever since. But people love their little parades, and they love their little biker runs, and they love their little car shows. All these things that they say that they do to celebrate the United States. But look at the United States. How many people living on the street and are on booze and drugs because they don't got nothing better to do. I enlisted to college to go to school, and I ended up getting 2 college degrees in a window of 6 months. And they said I would never amount to anything in my life. And there weren't a lot of other people in the maintenance squadron that even bothered going to college. But see, I do everything backwards. When I was in AA, everybody around me told me put mom in a home. I said, no, I'm going to take care of my mom because I was told that you take care of your family. But then I come from both sides of your family that they throw away the people, they sacrifice the lesser. And that's what they did to me. I was born to fucking dirty Freemasons. You know, the people that are the man's club, that are just going around, you know who they are. You've been around them, you've seen them. They're the do as I say, not as I do crew. They're the thrill for a kill, cause I can't get a little blue pill. Like those guys, like the machismos, the people that use might, and like they're dedicating how history's gonna go based on because they can impose the most damage and violence. See, I was born, I'm kind of a freak of nature. I'm kind of a weird frequency. I'm one of those invert people. Nobody wants to admit they're an invert. It's not something that's cool to be, but I'm one of those people that were hijacked genetically because I would do more damage as a really pissed off female than a dude. I would be a competition to my brother. And see, there can only be one. Golden child. So, when I was born, they've been injecting weird shit into me. They've been modifying my DNA. They've been doing weird stuff to me. And I just went along with it because I just did what I was just taught to do, what you're told, until I turned about 42 years old. And that's when I stopped being compliant with systems and agencies. And that's when I started talking about how America's the fucking bully. And if we don't hurry up and start admitting our faults and doing right by them and not doing the same faults, if we don't stop, like as a nation, stop with the character defects and bullshit, the playing too much, that we're all going down. It don't matter. It's like, there ain't gonna be much of nothing left. You know? It's already hard enough to get people that have like enough sense to do. Where I live, it's the people's cousin come over and work on shit, okay? Literally. And like They came over, and my swamp cooler water is connected to the neighbors, and I think that is just stupid. Because nobody lives there. But the water's going to be on. My pump is going to be going. It's going to be pumping water through the system. It's going to be wasting water. And so I told the guy last time, a couple weeks ago, he cut the line, just bended the end and put some electrical tape on it. I'm surprised it didn't leak, really, but there's not that much PSI. And then never came back. And then, like, people came back today, got on the roof. He's trying to freaking do shit with the water on. I'm just like, whatever. I live in Taos. This is to be expected. I just gotta laugh. And I was like, what happened to the other guy? Oh, he was gonna come back, but he had a heart attack. I'm like, fucking Taos, man. Like, lay off the Hatch chilies. People won't be having so many heart attacks and shit. Like, I can't believe how I never believe in the population numbers of what they say is in the United States or in America. Like, who goes around and counts all the people? I know that there's something. I'm getting hot. There's something that used to exist called the census, and there's something that used to exist called like the Nielsen rating. So they've always been taking data points and using us. Without, hey, if it's our information that you're earning from, how come we don't get paid for it? Because it's a racket. So, these dudes been, I don't like this song. I don't think I like this song at all. Bleed the Freak, Alice in Chains. I haven't heard that song. Let's listen to The Cure. I guess Robert Smith. I saw this band when I was 15 years old. I am 52 years old, and that dude is still on the stage. He don't look good because he didn't. If you don't live gracefully, you don't age gracefully. When you just go around and do whatever you want all the time, it kind of makes people ugly. It turns people ugly when they don't discipline themselves. So what else? Something autistic people do when they like something that they get something like where is it? Do I have them here? Let me see if I can grab them. Okay, so I found my new favorite shorts. I got my new favorite shorts. So these are I got these shorts, and they're fun. Because this is what I'm known for. I flipped off George Bush out the 8-shop hangar door at 9/11. So it's kind of like my it's like I flip people off all the time. They're always getting the bird. That's all I can do. Like, you pull out in front of me, but lay on my horn so you look in your mirror and be like, fuck you for pulling out in front of me, asshole. So these are my FU britches. And then I was like, oh my gosh, they're like, what if something happens to them? So don't worry, I went and I got 2 more pairs. They're like $20 online. So back to art and what this kid is doing for artists and what I want to do for artists. He was born in Santa Cruz, California. I spent in 89, 90, 89, I graduated high school. I knew a dude that was a prosthetic doctor, and he had a practice outside of Redding and in Santa Cruz. He lived in Santa Cruz and Felton, and he invited me and Mom down to come visit him, and he took us flying around in his airplane, and we flew over Santa Cruz. I swear it's just like the beginning of the Lost Boys. It was a trip. Like, he was even getting nervous because the fog was rolling in so fast. And once that fog gets around you, you don't know which way is up sometimes. So, I'm big into arts. I just think that people need to have practical skills too. That they need to. I think everybody on Earth should be trained, unless they're nacho neurotypical. Like, unless they're like, unless they're like Mom who got her, you can't, like, there's a lot of people that don't think for themselves. Mom hasn't fed herself in a year now. I've been feeding Mom. I never thought I stayed out of the medical field because I didn't want to wipe nobody's butt, and then the universe said you're gonna wipe your mom's butt. So I'm like, okay, all right, that's okay. I just don't want to do it. Like if I went around the world and I just took care of myself all the time, I wouldn't know what it is to take care of other people, and I wouldn't have come into the collective consciousness. I would just be living for myself and chasing all those sensations, doing all those things that just fill my bucket. That I never had a bucket list. Never in my life. I'm like, really? People just go around and do stuff what they want to do? Like, are they helping people? Are they washing dishes along the way? Are they, like, what are they doing? Just soaking up all that goodness? All that good karma? Evidently, Sedona's on fire. I have no desire to ever go to Sedona. It's not my jam. I grew up next to Mount Shasta. It's no different. An energy vortex is an energetic vortex, and heck, like every town is an energetic vortex, really, because if you look at it like this, it's the sum of all parts. If you have all these people that are like live in their shadow most of the time, and then you have some of these people that live in their light. Like what kind of town is that gonna make? Is that gonna make a good town? It's gonna make a prideful town? I never understood when people get so prideful about towns. The town don't care about you. I'm born and raised. Well then how come there's so much garbage everywhere? How come people can't read? How come there's no decent medical care? How come there's so many people without? Is that because the whole time you were born here and raised here, you didn't do much to help your fellow neighbor? Is that maybe how come it is? Mom and I, there's always ways to get help to people. Mom and I, we like to drive around and give cold water in the morning when people are getting up and they're starting to walk to town and try to catch buses and stuff like that, when the junkies are starting to stir them. Those are the people that I'm like, hey, you know what? I see you. You're a person. I'm sorry for my service. I wish that there's more opportunities for everybody, not just the chosen special few. Like, I figured out the whole military, America's a Ponzi scheme. Do people get that? It's all about contracts and getting your buddies hired and paying them so much they're set for life that, they don't got to work no more once they get that contract for the pool at the White House and stuff. I can't believe this country. I don't recognize what's happened to it. It's been trashed. It's garbage. It'll be fine. Once Biff gets out of the White House and shit, it'll be okay. It doesn't mean that there's not going to be a whole heck of a lot of collateral damage. A whole lot of people that are going to have to learn life's lessons. See, I'm trying to make the world a better place because I understand when we leave this incarnation, we're going to come back to it. I don't know what time it's going to be, where in the world, if it'll be past, back in this time, or the future. I don't know when. But when we come back, unless we get off this crazy soul recycle alien ant farm, unless that's the case, I want to make it decent enough so that if I do come back, that it won't be like Terminator 2. That it won't be an apocalyptic and that there will be clean water to drink, and there will be places where people can get well, not just go to make themselves sick. My dog wants out, so I'm working towards that. You want to go outside with Luna, Ma? There you are. I have so many ideas to help Taos. I just have to break through the gatekeepers. I have to find the people that are reasonable, that think like me. Is the cat sleeping up there? He's over there in his... Kiki. Here we go. So it was cool. I got to show my buddy. I got to show my buddy my Suburban and all the stuff that I've had done to it, and I'm super excited because I don't know. He's like, man, no wonder I didn't know where you were. I didn't recognize you. I couldn't see you. I never had to do. I never got to. I mean, I owned a house, but like I had like this couch that I sat on the front porch and stuff, and then the city municipality started coming and telling me how I can live and how I can't live. But then at the same time, power lines would fall down and they would take hours to show up. I'm like, why do you care so much about this when safety measures aren't being met? And I told him, I said, like, this guy's 90 years old. He lives in this house. He's not going out there and trimming these trees. You guys need to have people going out there and trimming trees from power lines, because now this, storm came, branches knocked down, and there's live wires in a backyard 20 feet from where kids were playing, and they just didn't care. I just bitched too much. I just complained too much, and I'm just like, it was College World Series weekend. The guy, I'm sure, was on call, didn't want to freaking go get in his truck. Like, you shouldn't have been there anyway. You should have been waiting for something bad to happen so you could take care of it. But all these people are excited about the whatever World Cup. Sports pro. It's just all Ponzi. It's all money laundering. It don't do nobody no good. And you see the other side of it, like New York City, where people are pissed because they don't tip. It's not their culture. So all these, they have the potential to make all this money and they're not making shit. They're still running their asses off. Because of fucking football? Are you kidding? It's a child's game. I don't know. Nobody should be living on the street. But that stuff exists. Every day there's 4 people living on the street. I'm getting pretty close to buying my forever home, I think. Not exactly sure where that's going to be. But it's going to be a really cool place. And then I'm going to invite people to come visit. Yeah, it'll be pretty cool. This shirt makes, like, my eyes look green. Is that the FedEx dude? Oh, it's the FedEx guy. It's the FedEx guy. I'll be back. Oh, I should get the key. I haven't seen him in a minute. I keep missing him. Girl. Good girl. Look at how. Hey, dude. How are you? I'm pretty stoked. Things are pretty okay. Hey, where's your jurisdiction? What part did you deliver to?
Mostly just all of Ranchos
Oh yeah, I forgot. Luna! I forgot I was doing a live. That's funny. The Chewy guy, the delivery guy came. I forgot I was doing a live. That's hilarious. Oh, he's a good kid. He lives in Las Vegas, but he goes to Santa Fe. Has his truck loaded there. Drives up here, goes back down. That's a lot of extra time. I was telling him get the meta glasses for safety and shit. Come on, pretty girl. Yeah, that's your food. Yeah, that's all. She knows the Chewy. I was just standing in the sun for 5 minutes. My lawn. Come on, honey bear. 7,000 feet in the air, man. This is the highest I ever lived. I was born at sea level, practically. Oh, sorry for slamming. Yeah, I was born at sea level, San Bernardino, right by LA. It's over the hill, so technically I'm an LA alien. Whew. Man, it's hot out there. I'm alright. I can't believe I used to forget, like, the shit I used to do out in the heat like that. I remember it was in the 90s when I was in Offutt and we had to go around and exercise, play war. They had us doing that for 2 years before we bombed Iraq. They had us pretending to bomb Iraq every month for a year and a half. Make it look good for the cameras. Yep, make it look good for the cameras. Is the AC on? She'll cool down. Good girl. She's giving me kisses, thanking me for stuff. Yeah, so. Anyway, what else is going on? So yeah, Mom, I didn't give no waters out today. I didn't see no, but I'm getting my kitchen set, my outboard kitchen set up so I can feed hungry people. Just whoever I see, I always see people that need stuff. And then I'm gonna get a bunch of not those for the summer. That will be more of a winter thing. I think summer I'll do like battery packs, things like that. Hey, good to see you too. Mom's right here. You want to say hi, Mom? Say hi, Mom. Wait, oh, you okay? Right up here. See you? We've been staying close to home because it's hot, too hot for me. So this is where I give these to travelers and stuff. I bought 4. I don't smoke anymore, but I know what it's like to like need a cigarette and not have any. So I bought like packages of top tobacco, stuff like that. Like, hey man, you smoke, you want some top, you know? Because people just, they need stuff. They just need a break. They need the world not to suck, just in some instant. And then Mom, see, we have needed that in our lives, me and Mom. And she prayed so hard for things when we were growing up and destitute. And God always, good orderly direction, always came through. God always came through. Taught me that I've lived it. I can't dispute it. I try, but I can't. Like, it's gotten us through, God's gotten us through some hairy things, you know, and still has. And so all those prayers, I know what they sound like. I know what they feel like. So Mom and I go out and then we hear prayers and then we're drawn to those people. And then if we can help them with like a $25 Visa card, you know, I'll get, you know, I keep those in my car. You know, it's, so I don't always have cash and stuff like that. So there's always ways, because our needs are met, there's always ways that I could use my extra to help other people make their life just a little bit sucky. So I'm gonna order here before too long. I'm gonna order like power bricks and stuff like that. Charge them. I'll smack my stickers on them. My straight people like rainbows too. Maybe I'll order some more 2-inch. These are 4. Maybe I'll get the 3-inch and then put them on that. You know, just spread a little bit of camaraderie, a little fellowship. Like, we don't have to like each other to get along for a minute. And that's what I'm so tired. Like, I haven't gotten jobs because I'm autistic and people don't like me, or they like me. I get a job and then they figure out that they don't like me because I'm autistic, and then, you know, I get iced out a lot, but I don't care. I'm used to staying by myself. It's just always been me and Mom anyway. So, but I don't have the same attitude. Like, I was taught some of the best work ethics when I was, do you know that I'm making caramel now? Did I tell you that? Okay. I'll switch gears. Okay, so I was actually gonna make butter last night and I didn't, so I'm probably gonna do it tonight. Homeboy, I found a hookup on some keef for $100 an ounce of straight keef. Might have a couple cat hairs in there, but it don't matter. I don't care. It makes it better. So I started making caramel. I can take, well, yeah, okay, I'll just touch the little piece. I'll just take out a little piece. So this is caramel I made with this. I don't like it. I don't like it when I make it with this because it tastes gritty. It has like a sandy texture in it. So I don't like it. Does it work? F yeah. Do I eat it? Completely. I'm not gonna, but people in the community love it too. They love it. People love, or they hate me. There's no in the middle. Either people really like me or they really hate me. I don't like when people do dangerous things and stupid things that are gonna get themselves or somebody else hurt. I got meta glasses now, so I'm always putting people like, look at this dumbass. You know, like, is this the dumbass on the motorcycle doing wheelies at 14 years old on the main strip? Like, if he ends up like on the road, are those the ones I'm supposed to be sad about? Because my sister got killed on a motorcycle. You know, so like, I'm too busy mourning her death than anybody else's death for their loved ones dying a stupid way on a motorcycle. Anyway, back to the caramel. So I like it better when I just put I'll make an ounce of flour and 2 sticks of butter, and I put it, you're a Gemini. See, I got 29 degrees Gemini, Saturn in my 12th house. My hidden enemies are not hidden. And then my Mars is in Gemini in my 12th house too, along with my North Node. So yeah, I know how Gemini. Yeah, Biff is a Gemini. The 14th. When's your birthday? Oh, you're gonna like my new shorts. He's got to see my shorts that I got. Check these out. So my caramel is better when I make the butter, infuse the butter, and then make the caramel. Check out my new shorts. Do you love them? I got a green pair too. They haven't come yet, but good girl, honey bear. And then I got these. These are my new favorite because they're kind of my trademark. And then I like these so much I ordered 2 other pairs. Watch out, Mom. Good girl, Luna. Luna's hanging on. She's the last one. Yeah. The other ones I got, they're like this green color, and then the big feeder, the Bigfoot is, I think they're still black. And then I got hot dog. I went for my birthday, I went kind of goofy on the shorts. Everybody else gets their clothes at Walmart, stuff like that. Or they go down to Albuquerque to the mall or Santa Fe. But the day I went, Mom, I like my hot dog shorts. Oh, those should probably go in the laundry. So yeah, I like to collect. I like funky socks, stuff like that. That's the only. It's my Venus and Pisces. That's what it is. It gives me a flair for the wardrobe. It's kind of like a cloak of invisibility too, because people see me coming, they just ignore me. People watch me from the side of their eye. I get that a lot because I have really good vision, and it's getting better. Clothes are fun for me. I like shorts. It's it's me also making fun of frat boys. Like the golfer, I go to the golf page, and that's where I get them. They're golf shorts. So I wear them really high, and like I'll wear them with a polo shirt. So I'm mocking the dudes the frat boys that are shit stains on the fabric of society. My dad was one. My brother never got into golf. He's too much of a hider. My dad, like, I can't. He would tell me how much money he would spend, and I would just be like, dude, you would never even pay your child support for me. Fuck you, you fucking bastard. I'm not the one you should be bragging about this to. Like, I went without so much, oftentimes food. I started working when I was 15 because my dad couldn't step up to be a man. He couldn't do it. And then that's when Mom's head got smashed. And then I was like, well, I knew I was going to put her in a home. I got a text message from him a couple years ago. And he's like, tell your mom I said hi. I'm remembering the good times. And I'm like, you're a motherfucker. Fuck you, dude. You married her back in the 70s, and I have been taking care of her ever since I was 5 years old. So no, I don't recognize. Mom gets extra attention on Father's Day because she always had to pick up the slack. I think it's just bullshit. To me, I'm sure there's really wonderful dads out there. I just don't have one. So should it matter to me that there's really wonderful dads out there? Should it concern me at all? Because all the out there was never concerned when my dad was never around. I had to learn how to defend myself. Because men are violent and aggressive and nasty. And if you don't want their wiener, they'll just put you in your place. Well, you just haven't had the right one yet. There is no right one. It started when I was 10 months. I want none. None. I'm like asexual now. It's weird. Like the idea of going on a date and having to do all that social nonsense tomfoolery. I'll check it out. Okay, how do I do that? Let me do it from my phone. You sent the link. I saw that comment, and I only half got what you said. So I'm gonna go to my chat, not my channel, my live. There it is. Go to channel. Okay. Is it the time for a wait, I'll find it. There. I'm back on the map. I'm back on the earth. See. I love it. See, I grew up, we just use different words. You say things like redneck, and I say things like ingenuity. It's all the same. Like, you know what I mean? Like in Taos, though, the way they rig stuff, and they have no scruples. Like when I moved in here, I spent like $1,400 on a washer and dryer, a tandem washer and dryer, so I didn't have to go to the janky laundromat in Taos, right? Because it's not fun. I did it for a while, quite some time, until I made it washer and dryers happen where I live, and then where was I going with that? Oh, so when I moved in here, she is so cute. Check his shorts like your mom. I'll check him out, absolutely. Anybody that takes care of their mom and makes sure that she's happy, they could be a Virgo. I don't care. Just kidding. I love Virgos. That's just funny to me. I love Virgos. Like, who am I not? What signs? I'm not good with any sign when people are good at communicating to me what they're thinking. When they make me guess who they are, I'm going to come up with my own. I'll come up with my own. I'll figure it out myself. So, but me and Mom have been getting out. I got the AC fixed in the car. It's all, I got a new freaking, there's so much, it's, my apocalypse wagon is ready for the end. And the new beginning. And getting Mom out, you know, and oh, this is kind of cool. I hired a math tutor. Yeah, I'm learning how to, I'm having a lady teach me math because it started my numbers thing. Like, I've always loved numbers and stuff like that. Right? Yeah, come as you are, Nirvana. But like when I had a math teacher, Mr. Dwork, D-W-O-A-R-K, was the biggest dork. And he had a speech impediment, and he talked really fast, and I had a hard time understanding him. And then he would say things like, math is a constant. And I grew up in such an unconstant environment, in such a like I moved around a lot, like turmoil, violence, like I was disassociated. It's very hard for me to ground, and then so I'd freak out under like stressful conditions, and then I couldn't remember anything I'd learned because I just go on automatic pilot. I just act how I'm programmed to act. What they do on TV, just make sure everybody, you're okay. It doesn't matter if your arm's hanging up. I'm fine. It's cool. That's how I was programmed, to just take every painful thing that ever came and do it with grace. And so, my train of thought derailed again. So, moving on. We were talking about your homie. I'm going to check out his video. But Mom even went down to Santa Fe with me the other day. I had to go down for a hearing test for the VA. I've been battling with them since September. I didn't go through the appropriate channels. And then they kept I said, I'm not going to Albuquerque for a hearing test. And then finally, they kicked back with Santa Fe. And I was like, all right, I'll go to Santa Fe. And it was not too far past where I went to my last one in September, but I didn't go through the claims department. I went through the VA clinic and then got a referral because I said, hey, I'm losing my hearing. And then I went and got my hearing test, and she's like, yeah, you're losing your hearing. You should get the benefit. And then I sent it to claims. I submitted the claims and then submitted the evidence, and they're like, whoa, you got to use ours. So, it's been this ongoing thing, but it's worth it because it's the last 10% I need for 100%. And then I'll take Mom all over the place. Not that it matters, but I don't think anybody that lives in the United States should have to pay to go to some place in their nation, like profit parks and stuff like that. But I have big ideas where people can contribute to their own communities in different ways. Like the shift is here. I have an idea. Oh yeah, I was flight light, exactly. Like I talk loud all the time. People are always think I'm yelling. I'm like, don't you hear that noise? It always sounds like Dash 86s, Hobarts, big air. I said, she's like, did you work around louder? I said, I was in air conditioners that were twice the size of this room that you would plug into the aircraft to keep the aircraft cool. Like I was like, yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. But the thing of it is I have my VA app, and we're on a new timeline because I checked and there has been no, yeah, jammers, yep. That there's been no movement since April on this. And I had it on Friday, and I was like, how long is this going to take? She's like, I can't even tell you the results. I said, do I get a top copy? She's like, I can't tell you the results. You can get them from the website. And I was like, all right. And I said, now what? Like another month before they decide? Or I said, how long? And she's like, probably a month. But she came from Oklahoma, flew out. She's a doctor at Fort Army, whatever. She was Army. And so she came out, flew out to Albuquerque, and then saw a couple patients in Albuquerque, and then drove up to see me and like one other person. And the ladies in the office, where she was like one of those, they were bitches. Fuck them. I'm going to give them a 1-star review, I think. Like, I called the day before because I got to drive through the canyon. It's kind of iffy. And they were, oh, that has nothing to do with us. Oh, okay. Well, I fought in a war, so you could be a fucking cunt to me. So, how's that, you dumb gash? Like, I mean, I'm too cool for, like, I should be a lot, like, I don't know. Anyway, the way people talk to me, they just shouldn't. And they do. And I just have to let it go. Turn the other cheek. Because what am I going to do? Freaking jump up? Freaking straddle them and bite their noses off? Yeah, this is kind of technically my second time because I submitted the first time. So we'll see. I know, it's a big game. It's a big game. I'm playing it, but it's worth it, for that free parks pass. Nah. Look at this country's a joke. How much bullshit did they spend on a pool in D.C. that's jacked up because nobody knows how to do anything anymore? Nobody knows how to do work. There are who does the big jobs? Rich people. Like the good contractors, they're all sold out and they're just taking the jobs for the people that are building the bunkers and shit. They're just, they sold out to the highest bidder too. They're not at home building infrastructure for their local community, no. But forever I've known dudes that worked in like the trades, that worked in man camps. Up in the North Slope and frickin' Alaska and shit like that. Oh, me and Mom are set. We live so comfortable. Like, we're happy. She's so happy. She gets up out of the bed in the morning and I get a hug. She stands up from the toilet, I get a hug. Like, I got all the love that she couldn't give me when I was a little girl because she was so stressed out because she had to keep a roof over our head, and I was so neurotypical. I was always getting hurt. I was always taking shit apart. I was getting electrocuted. Like, it's amazing. That's why I work so hard to make sure she's happy, is because of all that I put her through. Like, I mean, I would elope when she was. One time I eloped at the rest stop just north of Ventura. She was on the toilet in the rest stop, and I took off, and I went and did a backflip. Like, she found me in a dried up creek bed, took me to the emergency room. They did x-rays and stuff like that. They just dared me to do it. I always saw in between the veil. And then I'd get taunted, and then people would be like, do it. Anyway, do it to myself. Just say no, go away. But anyway, yeah, all the stuff I put Mom through, I definitely, it's important that she has a peaceful existence. And that's why I think that, like, old people get ugly and nasty, because all the demons that they hid acting like little sweet old women and stuff, they can't be satisfied because you just sit in a chair, so they just eat at your soul until they drag you off to your next incarnation. That's what happened to my grandma. My grandma did not, the Eastern Star that made it so hard for Mom, which made it hard for me and Jerry, she did not die peacefully. At all. So my thing is, oh, you know what? If you're still there, if you email me at straightpeoplelikerainbows2@gmail.com, or because I think I've tried to find an address for you before, because I want to, if you would, if you're not into it, that's cool, just say no, I'm not into it. I'm trying to I got this idea. I do the work, and then I bring it to the people and show them the work that I did. Yeah, they did weird. Yeah, they're weird. They're pervy. Grandpa had me playing strip poker when I was 2. Yeah, it was not a good thing. Anyway, so the stickers that TK Bigfoot is going to take a screenshot. Let me get a screenshot. There. Got it. I got it. Thank you. Oh, it's reconnecting. Ooh, reconnecting. There I am. I got a screenshot. If technology's so cool, how come I couldn't copy the link on my iPad and then paste it on Notepad over here? How come that's not a thing yet? I'm saying it here first. Because reality derives from imagination. My train of thought derailed again. Oh, my sticker. See? Because I'm nacho neurotypical, straight people like rainbows too. You know, when you go out in your community on backs of signs and stuff, that would be cool. Because when we move, Mom and I are going to have a garden, and then we're going to grow it all and make the medicine here. Yeah, it'll be dope. I'm going to have my travel center. So if I send you some of these, would you go around and then put them on signs and stuff where other people put their sign? It's the most polite way to tag, I think. It's the nicest way to vandalize. And then I'm gonna have little QR codes put on them to promote tourism for Taos. So because I can't stop tourism from Taos. I want to get more people that are like me to want to come to Taos. And if we connect on social media, I could put you up or tell you where to go to support. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, Tina. Then I'll do that. Then I'll email you. Then I'll get your address, and then I'll send you some stickers. And then all you gotta do, I'll give you my phone number, stuff like that. And then I'll give you. I have a whole idea to be connect Taos to the rest of the United States just from my heart space. I'm trying to send it to people in Chicago and in the Pacific Northwest, but they're so busy living their lives, they're in different orbits than me. And one of them is on a boat sometimes, and I don't want to send shit and have it sit on a porch if they're on a boat. It's just lining stuff up, so I just have to allow. And I have people that are supposed to do it. Oh shit, I always do that. That's the second time I've done that. I hope it doesn't short nothing out. Again, I got Mom this copper cup for her water. We drink ionized water. I got the hookup on water, you know. And then I want to have a place for the scumbags to go, the street, you know, the street kids, shit like that. The hobos, whatever. Come and charge your devices, wash your clothes, wash your ass. I'll make a good meal for you. You know, tell me how the world is and what do we need to do to make it better for people that got no address and stuff like that. We're homemade Amish. We're taking care of chickens. We don't travel. Yeah, I don't want to travel. But there's places I'd like. I would like to see what Kentucky. I've been to Buckhead, Georgia is a place I've been. I've been to Hammond, Louisiana. I've been to New York City. I've never been to like Massachusetts, where my Freemason bloodline is from. If you look up Isaac Walton, that's my grandma's bloodline. There's a whole Isaac Walton Institute that's into nature and conservation and stuff like that. That like, I'm like, hey, I'm related to this guy. I get ignored. I'm like, hey, this guy, I'm in his bloodline. Nobody even acknowledges me. I'm like, I'm Edith's granddaughter. They've been trying to pretend I don't exist my whole life. And I've kept quiet for a long time. That's why me being so boisterous is really an embarrassment to the bloodline. But I don't stake any claim to the bloodline because the bloodline never did me no favor. Because I could have gone to college on my grandma's whole LLC she has since 1937. I didn't have no access because I was the bastard child. So that's why I know how to take care of people, because I know what it's like to go without. Yeah, I spent a week there for Sam's Club to get people to sign up for a Sam's Club credit card. I lived in Sacramento. They sent like 8 of us from parts all over the United States to stand at a folding table in Sam's Clubs around Georgia for like $3 or $4 an application. And I just was like, man, they spent so much money on bullshit. Corporations, I didn't know it was so bad until I started working in corporations and universities. And I'm like, why do poor people go without? Because you guys get freaking catered lunch every other day. It's just not, it's just the imbalance of egos that have been allowed to take over for so long is definitely shifting. And I can tell because that Clive Davis dude died. You know, when that guy came on I mean, like, I remember the first time I saw him, there was a TV show back when I was in high school. I was like 15, so in the 80s. And or maybe it was maybe it was later. Maybe they were younger. Maybe it was 2000s. But there was this young boy band, and one of the kids came from, that's cool. I had some pretty cool memories. Well, not at the Plumbers Hall when I was a kid. They had bands like Team Sacred Cow, the Skaters. That wasn't really Gabe was in that, I think. And then they had, for Pete's sake, they had the fat chick from Wilson Phillips. Stuff like that was Plumber Hall days. Todd Shamlin on bass. Like, that was like, I mean, because I always went where the action was. My first show was Primus in '88. I was 15. I was going over to crash at a friend's house. And we all piled in the car and drove down to Chico, 77 miles south. And then I got hit on, literally got hit on. He was like Les Claypool. I was 15. I always look older than I am. Like, I didn't look 15. I'm sure I looked like I was 18 or 19. But we went to, after the show, we went to this little club called The Bear in Chico. And a band called Eskimo was playing, and I dug their vibe. It was like their lyrics are evil as fuck, but they're like all clowny and poppy and I don't know. It was, anyway, so this dude kept running into me, and I was just like totally enthralled, and then excused myself from the front watching the band and went back to where my friends were. And I have bad eyesight. This is probably one of the times that I didn't. My glasses were broken and I couldn't see far away. And my friends were like, Marge, you don't know who you were just standing next to? And I was like, I don't. They kept bumping me, and I didn't like it. They were being jerks, and they're like, Marge, that's Les Claypool. That's the dude you just watched his show at Primus. That's the lead singer. And I was like, I don't fucking care. He's a douche. Why is he touching me? You don't touch people. I'm a girl. I'm a little girl. Leave me alone, you weirdo. Leave me alone, you weirdo. I'm not one of them. You must got the wrong idea about me. But there's a place in Omaha that a lot of people have those same stories of the Ranch Bowl. I remember traveling through the Omaha, coming from Wauhegan, Illinois. A girl I went to high school with was leaving her husband and then moving back to Redding, and I flew out with her to help her load up her moving van and then drive back. And we stopped in Omaha, Nebraska. This was in '99, and then I ended up moving there in 2001. Like my predicted programming, I do this shit to myself. It's funny. But Omaha was cool when I lived there, because Omaha's like any other place now. It's going down the tubes. I swear I blame frickin' Grand Theft Auto. Like society's program, because people played that video game since 2006 or before. And then they watch. And then they go out and then because I got the zoomies in me. It is so hard for me to. That's why I drive an old Suburban. It can go, but I just don't let it go a lot. Where was I? I think I was at the shop where I have it fixed. Because I thought I had an oil leak, but I just got a messy oil change. Well, that's the rest of it. And so, I don't need to have the valve covers replaced yet. I don't need to do that yet. We're close, but not yet. I'll wait until another month or so. And then, I told somebody, I said, I drove it through the because I drive it around town. I'm going 15, 20, 25 miles an hour. I'm going slow. It's just an old, just driving with little, because I've been taking Mom out with me everywhere I go too. So, you can't be whipping an old lady around, huh, Mom? Although she likes it. She used to have a Nova, like a 73 Nova. She used to whip around in that, no problem. She has the zoomies too. But I just know, the consequences. People are wrecking every day. They're taking risks. I don't want to be a part of the risks that they're taking. So, we go out at selective times. We don't go out when there's a whole bunch of hustle and bustle. I'll take her out. Something we like to do is we'll go to Sonic. And I'll get water for the ice chest to give to people so they have water. And both my car and Tina is. Yeah, see, I have a 93, so yours is even older. You got another decade on me. It's I don't know, it's all rebuilt. And I found the original sticker on it that the doctor had. It was $29,000 originally in 1993. And it has the oversized fuel tank. It has the 42-gallon fuel tank. It has the, oversized AC. And I treated it, I test the shit out of it driving back. Because those hills, you ever hear, there's this tree at the top of the hill, at the big U-turn.
It fell over. People are sad about a dead tree falling over in the wind. It's called the welcome tree. And I'm like, ooh, it's not like Taos is that welcoming anyway. But as long as a 1980 Datsun little square, my dad had a Datsun. My dad had one in like with the fold out seats and behind it, and that's where I slept. I would make myself small and like sit back there and listen to my my Walkman, and like when he drive through like from Sacramento or Paso Robles or wherever I was with him, he had that after he got crushed. And now that I think about it, I don't know if he even got crushed by a covert pipe. I was thinking about it and it dawned on me, like he might have just got his ass kicked. It's quite possible that he got his ass kicked. But those old cars, I don't like new stuff. They're garbage. The parts are plastic. A lot of it's 3D printed parts. It's not safe. Like when they're putting the front end suspension, you still have one? That's cool. I had one because I've been listening to my own soundtrack like my whole life. Like when people talk about periods of time, I'm thinking about the music I was listening to. And I grew up listening, like one of my third album, I think, was Michael Jackson's Thriller. And then like my first album was on vinyl. I had a record player and I played like Men at Work over and over again. And music has been an escape for me. Because I can listen to music and then I can imagine a world how I want to be. I've done a pretty good job of making it how I want it to be. Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. It'll be weird. I wonder. I'm not like opposed to hearing aids. I'm not into having. I don't think I would have like operations to. I don't want to be transhuman. I want to be all human. I don't want extra parts. I don't want to be automated. I'm already animated. I don't want to be automated. You get hungry, Mom?